Who's right? Who's wrong? You decide. Hash it out. Brought to you by Renovation Wholesale.
Hi, I'm Carl Markman with Renovation Wholesale. We're incredibly proud of our history of educating and partnering with the broker and banker community to prepare you for what's next. We've always been committed to same-day turn times on initial underwrites, which allows us to earn your business each and every day. We're happy to sponsor the following program.
Hi, I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network. You're watching another episode of Hash It Out, sponsored by Renovation Wholesale. Joining us today is Carl Markman, Director of National Sales for Renovation Wholesale, our sponsor. Carl, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Andrew. Thanks for having me.
So, the topic today, to reno or not. Should you be involved in renovation deals or not? Because, listen, it's crazy right now. There's so much business to be done. I don't know. I just feel like it's the renovation deals are complex. They're complicated. Why would you actually spend time actually on these complicated deals when there's so much business to be done that's just slam dunk, refi, rate and term, boom, boom, boom?
So listen, the key words you just mentioned right now, right? Everyone's busy right now. It's not just the refinance market, right? The purchase market's actually doing pretty well as well. So I would to combat that, I would say to you, why wouldn't you take a brand new segment of the market and try and go after that? There's plenty of times that you walk into a real estate office, you have nothing to say, to talk to a realtor. This is something that you can go in specific to them and teach them something that maybe they're not thinking about right now. How many?
But hold on for a second.
How many listing agents or selling agents or attorneys or anyone you meet that's out there? I don't care if they're. You can also do renovation on refinances too. It's not just purchases.
Okay.
But how often are you walking into someone's house or you talking to a realtor, and they bring up the fact that I wish I could do this bathroom. It's still green from the 70s, or my kitchen, right? It's all boxed in. So the way homes were presented back in the 70s and 80s, or even 15, 20 years ago, might not fit everyone's lifestyle today. So this is a way that you can teach people, right, how to better themselves, better their homes, and potentially increase your business by introducing something to another professional in our industry, such as a realtor, right, and teach them how to increase their business, sell more homes.
Carl, hold on for a second. So, do you hear that right now? Do you hear that? Do you hear that sound? That's the phones of every mortgage professional out there ringing off the hook. There's so much business to be done right now. So I'm not saying actually don't spend the time actually educating real estate professionals. Don't spend the time actually doing all the things that you're saying. It's great, but this is a time to capitalize on this feeding frenzy and help people lower the rate and term of their mortgages. So address actually this unbelievable refi business and also the purchase business. But why get involved in these loans? I mean, listen, Carl, the renovation loan is a complicated deal. I mean, the history has shown actually that these deals, they take longer. There's more levels of approval that have to come in. So you're not just dealing with a loan, which is complicated enough, but now...
I don't mean to cut you off, but how long have we been in the business for? 3 weeks? Right?
Okay.
It happens.
A couple of decades.
It happens every single cycle, right? Rates start to go up. Guess what happens?
Rates start to go up, the business slows down, those phone calls start to slow down.
As a loan officer, what do? Oh my God, we freak out, right? Where's my next loan going to come from? And what do? Then we start to go after the referral sources, the realtors and attorneys and everyone else. And guess what? They're already working with loan officers that they're already working with. They don't have time for you today. Right? And those are the loan officers that freak out, and those are the ones that have the ebbs and flows of production, right? So I'm telling you, a better way to do it is set yourself up long term. And you know what? Go after those refis. Answer the phones. Hire a kid for $10 an hour to go answer those phones and write those refis. But also build the relationships, the long-term relationships, right? So I was talking about my little wheel, and the wheel is realtors and attorneys and financial planners and the builders and referrals, right? So you have to hit every segment of the market all of the time. And if the realtors right now, the listing agents, the selling agents that have properties, the listing agents, they can't sell properties. They sit around forever, right? The ones that need work, because like the millennials and the move-up buyers, they want homes that are already fixed up and done. So here's an opportunity for someone to be able to, a listing agent to market a home as a fixer-upper, maybe a little bit of a reduced price. So the benefits of the consumer, I get a better price, and I get to make the home the way I want it to look, with built-in equity after the fact.
But Carl, these deals are more complicated. You're adding a whole nother level actually to a transaction. I mean, come on. So listen. I mean, what if?
And that's why they call us professionals, right? Because we can get through that. These deals, these FHA 203Ks and Fannie Mae home sales, they are not much more complicated. It's not like it used to be with all that paperwork and extra work. There's a little bit of extra work in the beginning, right, before the loan's actually submitted, but they're just traditional FHA and Fannie Mae loans. And a lot of lenders, I know at Berman Wholesale, we have actually personnel that can help the brokers. They walk them through the process of obtaining conditions. If they have any questions, they'll even actually do presentations on behalf of them for them. So there are lenders out there that do these that work with these products day in and day out, that know them really, really well, and that can help loan officers like yourself that might not be up to date on these types of products. But I want to add one more thing, because you keep bringing up refis, right? The refi market's going crazy.
Yeah.
A renovation loan, I don't know if you know this, there's a built-in refi here. So once the work's completed, and that's our job, right, to stay in touch with the borrower. Once the work's completed, refi them. It's a built-in refinance every single time. You got two loans for the price of one.
That's great. Okay, Carl, you got me there. You got me. I appreciate it, Carl. Thank you for taking the time out of your day.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Hash It Out, sponsored by Renovation Wholesale. For more great shows like this, make sure you follow us or check out MortgageNewsNetwork.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.